Good evening and welcome back to DR Sports for another edition of All Around Europe, where we look at the top 5 leagues in Europe, see the scores, see the league standings as well, and see how all the boys here and their teams have been faring in this weekday. We have got Alessandro, the AC Milan fan. How are you, my bro?
I'm very good. I'm good. Especially after the draw, I'm very good.
We will touch on that draw very, very soon. Before we do, make sure you like the video, smash those likes, comment as well with your thoughts of all the games we speak about. On my left, Stu, the Parisian Londoner. How are you, my friend?
Not too bad, thank you. Thanks for having me. The draw looks scary, but in reality, we're not afraid of Bayern Munich anymore. So not too bad, actually. Not too bad. Looking
good to hear. And this man again, Raul. How many times?
Again?
Really?
Again?
Yeah.
Listen, we just did a reaction to the draw on the COP TV, so make sure you go and watch that for a bit more of an in-depth analysis of the draw between Liverpool and Real Madrid. Again. Right, let's start in France. Let's go to France first. PSG still top of the table, still unbeaten in all competitions in the season. 4 wins
Arsenal
in 5.
Invincibles, we're coming for you.
Yeah, absolutely. They won't like that. 4 wins out of the last 5, looking good. 12-1, 2 drawn. The games at the weekend, it was a difficult game. We saw the Lorient PSG game.
We always struggled against Lorient.
2-1 away win, which keeps you at the top of the table. But it's been a couple of nervy weeks for PSG.
Yes, the game against Troyes was a bit of a surprise as well. 4-3, loads of goals. The defense is a bit shaky these days. Lorient is not really a surprise. It's a surprise because they've been holding the second spot of the Liga for about 4 or 5 games, I think. No one was expecting them to be at the top of the league. But we know that every time we go play away on their ground, then we struggle. Last time we played, we drew, and then we lost 3-2. So the fact that we won is actually quite a good result. But yeah, no Messi. The team looked a little bit different. We played Kitike on front as well.
Missed a big chance.
Missed 2 big chances, actually. The wonder kid, kind of, everyone wanted to sign him during summer as well. You mentioned a club in the Premier League that was willing to sign Newcastle. 35 million euros for a youngster like this coming from Stade de Reims. Loads of expectations because of the amount of money we paid for him. But he's super young. He just started, did not play that much. So we need to be a bit more patient. But yeah, no Messi. Neymar was back. Prime Neymar. Nothing to say about Neymar apart from the fact that he's delivering. He's prime Neymar this season. So yeah.
Yeah. Looking around the league, Angers and Lens.
Lens, yeah.
2-1. They're keeping up the pace. Only 5 points behind you. They've
now.
only lost once. So it's
Lens
a big win.
A good side this season. Very good.
Big win for them. Elsewhere, Troyes and Auxerre was a 1-1 draw. Monaco won 2-0 away at Toulouse.
Monaco are coming back as well.
2 wins in a row for them. Yeah. Currently in 5th, 27 points. Lost 3, drawn 3, won 8.
Yeah. Again, Monaco is not the Monaco it used to be, unfortunately. When they had their Russian investors, that's the year we lost the league to them. Actually, but we need a bit more competition. So it's good to see them back battling. So we're no longer a Farmers League.
Big up to Farmers League. Which league is the Farmers League? Maybe we should do a poll actually for you guys in the comments. Madrid TV says in 6 games we have 5 wins and 1 draw against Liverpool. Bring on the round of 16. We'll get into that soon. But stay with France. Marseille or OM, as the French say, beat Lyon 1-0.
Yes.
We saw the highlights. A very tense game, as it always is with these 2 teams. But are you afraid of Marseille at all? I mean, that is their first win in 5, but I suppose they're in and around that 3rd to 6th position, which is really tight. Again,
Marseille at the beginning of the season, they were a threat to us until we played them. Obviously, they did well in the Champions League. At the beginning, when they play against Sporting, for example, and they have a decent side. Guendouzi is on fire. Again, as I said, the rivalry needs to come back, and for this, we need Marseille to be competitive. But not really scared about them this season. I'd go with Lens or probably Monaco finishing top 3. Yeah.
For Champions League.
Yeah.
Okay. When was the last time Lens were in the Champions League?
I don't know. I think it was 90s? Like even more than I think the 80s.
80s, maybe.
No, it's good to have them back. Yeah.
What about Nice this season? Because they bought all these players, the Aaron Ramseys, the Ross Barkleys, who Who else is there?
We
Pepe.
mentioned Nicolas
Schmeichel.
Pepe, yeah.
What's happening with them at the minute?
But,
Because
I mean, they changed gaffers. We took their gaffer.
yeah, I mean, obviously you did that.
So yeah, Galtier now is with us and his team as well. So
They're struggling without him.
Yeah, I don't really like them anyway, so I'm happy that they're struggling. But when Galtier was there, they had loads of hope and expectations, but since he left now, it's a completely different team. So no, I don't expect them to perform this season.
And are you still backing PSG to win the league?
Yes, it's looking good, obviously. Unbeaten. Hopefully the game against Auxerre next week will finish before the World Cup with being unbeaten. But I'd say staying like this the whole season will be a bit of actually a huge challenge, considering the World Cup in the middle. All teams here will experience injuries. The table we're looking at right now, I'm assuming will change a lot after the World Cup. Especially the teams that are not having players playing in the World Cup as well. I think they have a big advantage. We mentioned AC Milan before, but let's see how it goes. But I think we actually reach the semi-final of the Champions League. I think that's my expectation, and obviously top the league, treble, like French Cup, and the equivalent of the big trophy you have between the winner of the French Cup and the winner of the French League. So yeah. I think we should smash it this season. Okay,
well, we've got a comment here from Billy in the comments. Talk about Balogun, loanee from Arsenal. We were watching him earlier. I think he won a penalty this weekend for Stade de Reims. Decent, 8 goals this season. You know, it's actually, he was the replacement for Ekitike.
Yes.
At PSG, and he's gone there to kind of fill that gap, and he's doing well. I mean, Arsenal fans talk about him very highly, and if he keeps playing well, that's how they like to do it. You loan someone out, if you do well, you get your chance. Yeah, exactly. We'll see how he performs in the Europa League as well. I think maybe you can remind me which team Rennes is playing. But I think they got a good draw. Again, it's all about Europe. If he's confirming in Europe, then we might be in a position to say he's as good as Hugo Ekitike. But yeah, Rennes has always been playing attacking football, and this type of profile is perfect for them. Yeah, absolutely. French League, a good league to watch at the moment. Thank you. Appreciate that. I wouldn't say it's... I like that. No, seriously, I'm telling you that I don't hear this that often, to be fair. Like, people are not paying a lot of attention to us. I don't want to mention it like that, farmers, blah, 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 but there's quality football in France. Which players in France could be targeted by Premier League clubs in January? I mean, for instance, Liverpool, rumours today that FSG have put the club up for sale, but then they released a statement straight after saying that they're still fully supporting Liverpool, and they're looking for shareholders to maybe take some of the percent off. LeBron James is a shareholder, 6%. Is he? Yeah, he's been a shareholder for years. So his money has tenfolded, really. I think he invested 6 million, and it's now maybe 600 or something like that. But Rennes against Seville in the Europa League. But what players do you think maybe teams should be looking at? Like this, I don't think about any player being available during the winter transfer window for now. But I'd say we need to get rid of players. I know we have few players that are looking to play in the Premier League, but I'd go with probably Sarabia. Yeah, we've heard of him before. Probably Sarabia. His quality, he played well in Spain as well. I think he can fit the Premier League. And then the other one I might mention is on our squad, Juan Bernat. Yeah. Juan Bernat, our defender, is really physical. I think he will fit the style of play of the Premier League, the English style of play of the Premier League. So, yeah, might get rid of him as well. Yeah. Jonathan David as well? Yes. Is he available during the winter transfer window, though? I'm not sure. Anyone is for the right price. That's especially after a good World Cup.
I think this year, I think the January market is probably one of the most important ones.
Yeah, I agree. In recent times, yeah, for sure. Real Madrid, do they need anyone in January?
I don't know in January, but in summer, sure. I don't know. Bellingham.
Yeah, I know you're really after Jude Bellingham. Yeah,
honestly, if you're not playing us, you're trying to take our players. We bid for Tchouaméni. You got him as well.
That the Liverpool can take as well, Bellingham.
You're looking for a striker.
We are looking for
any position.
Yeah.
Okay. Not in midfield though. You have enough.
A lot of time we have Modric, Benzema, Kroos, too many players. Carvajal.
33.
We need minimum one player per
position.
line. Yeah, minimum. But if we back to the PSG, who can pay for Sarabia in the Premier?
Yeah, he's overpriced. That's very true. Yeah,
I think he's gonna play a good, no good tournament in the World Cup, but he's gonna take a good position for us in the national team. But in the Premier League, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Well, depending on how much we're asking for him, but yeah, usually that's why we struggle with, all those guys. Kerrer, that is playing for West Ham, for example. Even Icardi was such a pain to get rid of him because no one wanted it. That's why he's on loan. So maybe through a loan actually, rather than transferring those players. Yeah.
Was he not on loan at Sporting, wasn't he?
Yes.
Sarabia can be good for a team like Newcastle, says Billy in the comments, maybe. Right, thank you for your French update of Ligue 1. Let's go to Germany now. Bayern Munich still top of the table, or just top of the table. Recently, obviously, Union Berlin have been, as we said last time, the underdogs really in this season so far. 4 wins out of 5 for Bayern. And Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting, 2 goals in 2 minutes. We saw it on the Saturday Football Show. Jamal Musiala as well, unbelievable talent. But Choupo-Moting, Stoke, PSG, wins
Bayern
the Champions League with
Yeah.
Bayern, and now
And
scoring
now
goals
he's
for
playing
fun.
against us. I can tell you now, like
Oh,
Kingsley Coman,
snap. He's gonna be coming
did
back.
with us. I'm sure he will score and he will be elite footballer against us. I'm sure.
Coman scored
it always
against you in the
happens.
Champions
I'm
League
sure.
final.
I'm
He
sure.
can show
be
you
fun.
there,
Of
no?
course, always. And he's been a clumsy player, clumsy striker. I'm telling you, when he joined, I think it's because Thomas Tuchel worked with him at Stoke City. So when he joined PSG, he was like, I want to bring him with me. So we were all like surprised. Like, who's that
Tuchel's at
player?
Stoke?
Yeah. I think no. Yeah, I think
Wasn't
he
he
did.
at Dortmund before?
So Choupo-Moting is a German player.
Yeah.
Before this, Thomas Tuchel worked with him. I don't know if it was through the German national team or Stoke. Maybe the chat can correct me. But he had a soft spot for this player. So when he joined the club, he was like, I'm bringing him with me.
Okay.
So we're all surprised.
agent.
Yeah, exactly.
Very good
Probably
agent.
going to
On
join
job.
Chelsea. No, sorry, he's
Yeah.
not longer.
3-2 win for them against Hertha Berlin. Big win really that sent them to the top. Freiburg sitting in second place right now, only lost 2. SC Freiburg. They beat Köln in Bundesliga at the weekend. Wolfsburg Dortmund is tomorrow. Leverkusen 5-0 against Union Berlin. Now, on paper, that just isn't a result that should be happening right now. Leverkusen obviously a massive club, but Union Berlin in third to lose 5-0 under Xabi Alonso, who's the manager there.
I think
That's impressive.
He's doing a great job after the joined the team. No? See the big
They're in the
result,
Europa
massive
League as well
result,
now.
Yes, with the league started, so also Europa League as well, because they sent out to Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
In the last minute with the one penalty. Oh my God! But
Yes.
I think they want to repeat the Champions League draw. Sorry, they want to repeat because they don't see the Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, well, they're not there. Thank you very much. But yeah, Leverkusen under Xabi Alonso looking for that new identity. Moussa Diaby with 2 goals there, and they scored pretty much all 5 of them in the second half. That was 0-0 at
think
half.
they could've got any
Ex-PSG
worse.
player as well, Moussa Diaby.
Don't
Yes.
think they could have got any worse. Anyway, I think they were 15th.
They
when
were
Alonso
trailing.
Came in.
14th now. It's 2 wins in 5. So he has, he's getting there. He's obviously got to be
think-
given time though.
I
doesn't
think
he?
Union Berlin, obviously they've had their great start to the season, but you could kind of see with a few games just before this one, they were starting to just get like 2-1 wins. I think they won one in the 98th minute before this game. Like not lucky wins, but they were struggling in games now. It's catching up.
It's
with them.
catching up. Yeah, reality is setting in.
Yeah.
It was Schalke that he was
there you
working
go.
under
Yeah.
Tuchel. So there you
Schalke,
go.
yeah, exactly.
From 2014 to 17, then he went to Stoke. I mean, his record, he's only
See, I
scored.
told you he went to Stoke.
He's only scored. I mean, can you scroll down a little bit so we can get? I mean, it's not many.
Schalke,
It's not
Stoke,
loads of
PSG,
goals, but I
Bayern.
guess for
What a
Bayern, 1 in
career,
5,
big
it's not
step
too
up.
bad. But what a career he's having at the end. Definitely like a fine wine. Better with age. Not that I drink wine. Other scores in Germany at the weekend. Augsburg 1, Eintracht Frankfurt 2. That's who you wanted in the Champions League.
Why not?
Frankfurt. You played them in the Super Cup final.
As well.
But they're a good team in 5th right now and 3 wins in 5.
Yeah, but no. But it's true. I think all of that we want to the Frankfurt. No, why not? To be honest, Frankfurt.
You mean Champions League?
Yeah, why not?
But we couldn't.
Yeah.
No, we couldn't
No,
either.
not for you, but for us to Frankfurt would be amazing. But Tottenham, no?
Yeah.
No, Milan, Tottenham, Milan.
But Napoli they
Dortmund.
have.
Yes.
Lucky.
Yeah, Napoli.
I mean, I didn't say nothing, but lucky the Italian team.
Yeah, this year.
The draw, huh?
Yeah, big time. We'll
Even
get
Juve
into
got
Serie A
lucky
as well.
Europa League. You got FC Nantes.
They
You
come.
got
Absolutely.
FC Nantes as well, yeah.
Dortmund 3-0 winners against Bochum. Mukoko is
Yes, I saw
raising
both
some
goals.
eyebrows. Scored 2 goals and then Gio Reyna scores a penalty. But they need the win because before these last 3 wins, they're on awful form. Still 4 losses this season, but they're in 4th. They're cooking. They're building now. 3-0 win at the weekend. Any comments on that?
On Borussia.
Yeah.
Again, Borussia is a club that is raising and developing amazing players, but unfortunately they got rid of them too soon. I don't know what's the business model, but obviously they want to make money out of good and great talent, and that's a shame because they've been also top of the league many years. But no, they're doing well. They're doing well. I think they will go far in the Champions League. To be fair, I think they might be the surprise.
Do you think they can beat
of
Chelsea?
this. Yeah, I think they can beat Chelsea.
Really?
Yeah, I
2
think so.
legs, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it was a big win. Jude Bellingham has obviously been captain for most of the season,
it's
scoring
quality.
so many
I'd
goals.
love to have him at PSG.
Everyone, the thing is, where will he go is the $1 million or maybe the 150 million euro question. Can Liverpool attract him at the minute? I still think the lure to play for Liverpool is there for him. But like you said, you know, we can have that attraction with him. He can love to play for us. But if they come along or you come along or City and say, we'll offer you double.
I think it's
What do you
different. If Real Madrid comes, it depends, obviously, but
I think it's too early to go to Real Madrid.
I
though.
think it's too early for him. Yeah.
You know, come to Liverpool for 5 years and then go.
Not really, because no, he can came with us, but then he can play in the Spanish league, in different team, and or in the Castilla maybe. But then maybe he can get any opportunity for different games. Like for example, the striker this year, we don't have any striker, it's just Benzema.
What about Azar? Is he still?
Who is Gaza? I don't know. I think we spend a lot of money.
Yeah, true.
And
But
the
yeah,
Mr. His.
would you take Bellingham at Liverpool?
Of course.
Yeah.
They need someone in that
Well,
midfield.
that's a silly question, bro. I'd drag him to Liverpool if I could. You know, Madrid TV in the comments, he's coming to Madrid. Ojalá no. I don't think so. I don't hope so.
I think that
please.
is the type of player that is more looking for trophies and like experience rather than the money. You mentioned the money thing
This is why I think he should come
because you
to
said
Liverpool.
PSG might attract him, but if we attract him, is obviously based on offering a better salary and etc. But I think he would probably go for a Liverpool, Premier League, and European pedigree and everything rather than the money thing as well. So
Well, now City.
that's why you guys will compete, I'd say, to have him. I think we are of the competition to get
Yeah.
I
Jude
don't think
Bellingham.
so, no.
Jude, if you're watching, mate, do the right thing. Come to Liverpool. Can you imagine Hey Jude on the cop? No,
You're already creating
Anyway, vamos a España. Let's go to Spain. Wow, what a weekend in La Liga. You actually played tonight against
Yeah,
Rayo.
in 1 hour.
Confident? Away game though. 8 o'clock on a Monday. Not a nice time to play.
No.
Trust me.
Yeah, but this is just the time for La Liga. I don't know why we are playing today. Maybe it's because I don't know.
TV.
We play just like this,
But
and
the-
they are playing in Madrid as well. Maybe it's the team.
The World Cup
they
is
are
coming.
playing.
You need to squeeze some games before.
Yeah,
probably.
but anyway, it's the fixture, so we can play yesterday maybe as well. I don't know, to be honest. It's just because
Score prediction?
for tonight, maybe 2-0, 3-0.
2-0, 3-0. Away.
Yeah.
He's always on.
Always
Yeah, he's very
confident. Always.
No, just because it's Rayo Vallecano, they are playing Madrid. They are thinking in just maybe we're gonna play with different players tonight, but at the end, I think we can. Then we can win maybe 1-0, but I don't think so.
Madrid TV says confident, but without Benzema tonight.
Yeah, he's
So-
not playing like 1 month ago. He's thinking
Yeah.
just in the World Cup.
World Cup.
Because to be honest,
Yeah.
we don't know what happened with him. Because in the other
Since he
situation,
won the Ballon d'Or.
He's celebrating maybe.
No. I don't. I think he's focused. As you said, he's focusing on the
Yeah,
World
yeah.
Cup. I think
Because normally with another
Do you
player,
agree with this though? He should be. He's the captain of Real Madrid. He should play every game.
Probably
I
a
am
little bit worried about Oli Giroud. That's why.
I am not agree.
Yeah,
I
that's
would
very
be
true.
worried.
Olivier
with how,
Giroud,
how well he's
Benzema.
doing, especially after this week.
They don't get along.
French?
Yeah, that's
No,
very
no,
true.
no.
Yeah.
I think.
It will be interesting.
Are you thinking? Oh, I don't know.
Well, he's definitely getting called up, so it just depends who.
It's not
Deschamps
official
wants,
yet,
but
but he, considering
I'm
his
certain,
stats,
certain.
Who else
will
would
make
go
sense.
for France in that striker position?
Oh, Mbappe. I think Griezmann will be here. He's always
lot of
here.
players
In
to
the
play.
start, in the start 11.
No,
Ah.
no, it will be cool, but no. Benzema, Mbappe, Giroud will be here.
Just three
Yeah,
on top.
probably Ben Yedder. Yeah. So they are the main ones.
Well, there you
It's
go.
one of the best lines for me in the
It
World
is.
Cup.
A lot of red cards in La Liga this weekend, right?
No, just because.
We'll get to the Seville derby, but Getafe, Cadiz, red card each. Espanyol away at Atleti, red card. Real Sociedad 1-1 with Valencia, red card. And then 3 red cards in the Seville derby. Now,
It's a
we
big
wanted
derby.
to go to this game. I would love to go to this
Told
game
you.
one day in Seville, but I'm busy, I'm working.
Sorry.
But one day we would definitely go to this, right? Real Betis versus Sevilla. If you didn't know, the stadiums are so close together. Benito, was it? Benito Villamarin?
Villamarin.
That's it. Jesus Navas' own goal. So unlucky. Did you see this goal?
No,
It was one of the most unlucky own goals ever. Someone's
guy-
gone to clear it and it's hit his shin pad and gone into the top corner.
Yeah, but
And the
ball
keeper
went for
tried
the
to
corner.
save it as
Yeah.
well, but he didn't get there.
Yeah, for me was one authentic derby.
Yeah.
3 red
Oh,
card,
honestly.
three red card on the,
Fekir,
on the pitch.
Iglesias.
But
And Montiel
Yeah.
for Sevilla all sent off in the first half.
yeah, and then
is that
How
No,
do you
no, no.
even...
But it's heated. Yeah,
it's
I know that
authentic
it's one of the
deal.
most
It's
it's like
heated,
when I say to
derby.
you, it doesn't matter how many times we play in front of Liverpool. It doesn't matter. If you see Sevilla this year, they are down on the
Yeah.
they had
Well, Sevilla right
Down.
now, 17th, 11 points, only 2
Yes.
wins this season, 1 win in 5.
and Betis is one of the team of the years for in the
Fourth right
La
now.
Liga and also in Europe as well.
Mm.
But it doesn't matter. It's just one derby. A lot of people. The players. I don't know if, to be honest, I like when you can feel the feeling for the players like in one derby, for they are fighting for every ball. Like
Yeah.
they are not thinking in the World Cup, for example. Yesterday night.
I think like when it's a derby, doesn't matter if you're not doing that well during the season or you're doing amazingly. You want that you want the bragging rights of that city,
Of course.
and you want to win that game at all costs. And you're flying into challenges. You want to win every battle.
Yeah.
There's a
and
line
that's
though,
what happens.
and
There
the line
is a
got
line.
crossed in this game because some of the elbow from Fekir, the big tackle from Iglesias, unbelievable. But what a goal from Gudelic at the end. Nemanja Gudelic for Sevilla. He could have had a hat-trick. 2 more chances in the last 5 minutes. Great save from the keeper. I urge you to go and watch the highlights for this game because 22 shots for Sevilla, the away team. Unbelievable.
Yeah, but they're-
3 red cards, 9 yellow cards. I mean, we saw the Trofeo final in Argentina yesterday. There was 10
Racing
red
versus
cards.
Boca.
Yes,
Yeah, just
Racing
about
versus
9
9 red cards.
5 minutes.
Like, what on earth is that?
It's
It's
like
just
mental.
ridiculous.
Pretty sure it was.
I love it though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
I
it was
love
like
it.
7 and 3 as well. It wasn't even like split. I think Boca had about
I think
6
they
or
had
7.
to call
had
they
loads.
abandoned the game 1 minute before the end of extra time.
Yeah, because I think after like 5, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah, and it was just
It's like a
ridiculous.
FIFA game. Yeah.
Honestly, you got to go and watch the
yeah,
highlights
but
for
for
that
me,
as well.
if one of the city would more passion for the football in Spain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure,
Sevilla.
Sevilla. Yeah,
But
Both
you're
team.
from Sevilla,
Yeah, near to Sevilla. I studied in
Córdoba.
Sevilla. Yeah, I was living near to Sevilla.
so you did
But
you,
there was one in
did you
Córdoba.
grew up supporting Sevilla or Betis?
Or Betis. Yeah, normally I am a bit tricky because normally I like more Sevilla more than Betis.
I like
But-
Betis.
But normally all the Madrid support go with Betis in front of.
Why? What is that?
I don't know. It's just for too many years. But normally Sevilla
Tradition.
hate to us.
Okay.
Hate. But normally because I study in Sevilla, near to the stadium of Sevilla,
Okay.
I know more people from
So
Sevilla.
it's the club from your childhood. Yeah.
But yeah, but not this year. Let me see in the UEFA, but I think that he didn't do a great transfer market this week, the summer.
Barcelona 2, Almeria 0 on Saturday. Dembele and De Jong.
And bye-bye Piqué.
And bye-bye Piqué.
Bye-bye Piqué, yeah.
Yeah, this is the problem. If you don't go to the next round in the Champions League, they need to sell players and they need to win trophy because they don't have money. Yeah?
They
don't
still
have
owe
money.
him a lot of money, though.
Yeah,
They
and
owe Piqué lots of money.
And it's true that he didn't decrease the salary. Piqué, he didn't decrease the salary, but after this situation, he said, "This is the club for my life," because he was born in Barcelona. He said, "No, I am not Spanish. I am
So he sacrificed himself.
Catalan."
Yeah.
I say,
Yeah,
"No,
yeah, that's true.
now
yeah.
okay, I go out now."
Yeah.
But he still, won the World Cup for Spain.
No, yeah.
But not as difficult anyway. 27 shots from Barcelona, 13 on target. Are you worried? 4 wins in 5 for Barca, 4 wins in 5 for Madrid. If you win tonight, you go top again, still unbeaten in the league.
I am worried. In La Liga, yes, because I was expecting a different result for Barcelona, but at the end, always win. So we too, but yeah, maybe I don't know, maybe Atletico Madrid go down as well because you see one red card in the minutes 31.
Yeah.
So and then
28.
he cannot get the 3 points.
Yeah.
So
Great goal from João Felix.
amazing.
But
I don't know what happened.
2 wins in 5.
I think he gonna come to the Premier League. Yeah?
Joao Felix?
Yeah.
Well,
I can see
United?
Chelsea or Arsenal.
I don't know, but he's fighting with Cholo. Cholo
he wants
doesn't
to leave the
like-
club, yeah.
He needs to leave if he
PSG we were willing
he's
to
a great
sign him as well, I
player,
remember.
but
But he's
I
very
don't
frustrated. He's
Yeah, but not
an
now,
amazing talent. I think it's a wasted talent, the fact that he's at Atleti, to be fair.
He's having a lot
He's
of
struggling. He needs like quality players around him to make him shine.
8 yellow cards in the Atleti game as well.
That's Diego Simeone. For
I know it's him,
That's the way he
but
plays.
the Spanish league in general, or just Hispanic football in general,
Yeah.
there's a lot of amarillos y
Yeah.
rojas. It's crazy. You wouldn't want to be a referee in that
Easy,
league.
yeah.
Seriously, you can
Easy-handed,
see why when English teams play them in the Champions
They're
League,
shocked.
They're shocked.
Yeah. Because you
They go
guys
down,
are,
but that's normal
you
here.
let
We
the
let it
game
go.
Yeah.
It's true. I will say that this year we are not seeing great games every weekend. It's like you see yellow card, 1-1, 1-0,
It's
0-0.
not nice to watch.
It's not nice. No, it's not nice to watch now.
Mallorca 2-0 away win at Villarreal, who just lost Unai Emery to Aston Villa. 3 defeats in 5 for Villarreal. Do you think they won't be in trouble at all this season?
Villarreal maybe because he's having a lot of problems with the new minister, and he 3 games and 3 draws. 2 draw and 1 lose. So, and he's not the same team like 2 years ago, 1 year ago.
Right, there you go. Dash in the comments says João Felix should have never chosen Atletico. His style of play is so above Simeone ball. And people are comparing Piqué to Ramos, lol, says Madrid TV.
Piqué Ramos?
Yeah. Comparing.
Objectively, who would you say is better, Piqué or Ramos?
No, for me Ramos, sure.
Okay, so
fair
if you're
enough.
For me Ramos. I don't have
Is
any
Piqué
other.
a top tier central defender in the last 15 years?
It's like because he was playing very easy because he played with maybe one of the best player in the world. Around Xavi, he started with Puyol.
Puyol, yeah.
Yeah. So Xavi, Busquets, Iniesta,
Rafa
in front
Marquez.
of, I mean, Marquez not really, but and then you can say, but
Disrespectful.
no, but then if you see Ramos is always the leader, and then he can play with different players. But Piqué, he was playing with the group, So they work as well.
I think he's one of them centre backs where like the missing pieces, if without him it doesn't really function. A bit like Barzagli with Chiellini and Bonucci in that 3 when they got to the final 2 times
They're
in the last 3 years.
unstoppable, man.
It's like I think the same with Piqué. Yes, he's a legend, but he is. I don't think for me he's up with Ramos and Puyol. For me personally, but.
Let us know what you think in the comments for that one, because that is a debate and a half. PK's going to stay around the club as he said, and that is his club, but he's gone now, retired. Right, let's go to Italy. All right, Napoli, you saw them lose at Anfield for the first time this season in 21-22 games, unbeaten before that. Still top of the table, still 5 wins from 5, but you kept applying the pressure, Milan did, with Hernandez goal and Olivier Giroud scoring and then getting sent off straight away for Milan in a 2-1 win over Spezia.
Yeah, last few weeks we've had not easy teams, but the teams where 3 points should be a must. A couple of weeks ago against Torino, we lost.
Yeah, I saw that.
2 goals in the space of 90 seconds. We conceded, fell asleep off a set piece. 30 seconds later, the ball goes over the top. Both defenders don't know what's going on, and then 2-0, and then we just couldn't get back in the game. We got 1 more goal, but after that, sitting with 10 men behind the ball, that's one of the things that Milan aren't really good at, is playing when a team has got 10 men behind the ball. And again, it happened against Spezia this weekend, and Paolo Maldini's son scored against us.
Yeah, Daniel.
And he's only scored 2 professional goals in his career, 1 for Milan against Spezia, and now for Spezia against Milan. But the man himself again, saving our asses, I'd say, with a beautiful bicycle kick in the 89th minute, and then forgot that he got a yellow 7 minutes before and took his shirt off. Our players going around him like, "What are you doing?" Like,
That's dumb, yeah.
And then even he was like, even all the fans at
He
the
did
top
not
were
re-
like, "Don't take
realise,
shirt off." Yeah. But yeah,
But
You know what? I
when
hate
were
that
too
rule so
excited,
much.
you're like,
I hate that, you know.
let's just
but yeah, it was.
I hate
it
that
was
so
hilarious.
much, how they've
But,
done
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
You shouldn't get a yellow and get
No,
booked for this.
not at all. I don't think it's football. You take your shirt off, you swing it around, last minute winner. How are you not going to be
Yeah,
excited
exactly.
like that?
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
knows?
2 goals and 2 assists against Salzburg for Giroud, and then scoring the
He's
winner.
still
So
got
it's a
it.
great week.
And again, like a French fine wine, he gets better with age.
For £1 million, that's the thing. That's how much we spent. on
Every
him
time
against
Didier
Chelsea.
Deschamps
Just-
is not calling him in the French national team, he's smashing it with his club to prove that he's actually deserving his spot in the French squad as well. So he likes doing this. I'm not surprised. He's cool. He's a great player.
Yeah, Milan looking good. They need to catch up though. 6 points
do,
behind
yeah, 6
Napoli.
points behind now.
It's not going to be easy, especially when you've got teams like Juventus back on form now. 4 wins from 5, 2-0 win over Inter, your rivals, Rabiot and Fagioli with the goals. Massive game that Juventus
Yeah, 3
Inter.
massive games this week. We had Atalanta-Napoli, which obviously Napoli won. Even without Kvaratskhelia as well,
Yes.
he wasn't playing. They
He
still
is
managed.
so good, by the way. I've
He
seen
is
him up
quality.
close on Tuesday night last week. There was a couple of Georgian lads 2 seats in front of me holding up a Georgia in the Liverpool end, showing the flag to him. He said, "Oh, hello." Nutmeg Trent twice in the
Yeah, I
first
saw,
5
yeah.
minutes.
I think, but Osimhen as well, another great
What a
player.
player,
He's absolute beast up front. But
And
yeah,
he scored again.
He scored, yeah. And then we also have the Derby d'Italia, which is obviously Juventus-Inter. It was a weird game. I think Inter had quite a few chances, and then obviously Juventus came back in. They got the goal. They got another goal, which should have actually counted, which went to VAR, but they got the second. And last 20 minutes they held their own, and they got the 3 points, which they needed. And now they've leaped Inter. And for me, Inter, I don't know what's going on with them. With the top teams, they've played Lazio, Roma, Milan and Juventus, and 0 points out of all 4. So they're struggling against the top teams.
Yeah, 5 losses, 8 wins, no draws, 4 wins and 5 apart from that last one. But Inter in the Champions League, they got who did they
Porto.
get?
They
They
got
got Porto.
Porto.
So I guess that's
I wanted Porto.
no, that's actually a fairly even game. I don't think
is
Inter
quite even.
necessarily are massively favourites for that.
Look, it's 4 months away, so
Yeah,
anything
who
can
knows?
happen. Injuries,
Definitely.
all that. I
It's a good
think
shout.
Lukaku has played 2 games, came back, got injured, and now he's out till the World Cup now. I don't know if he will get fit enough for
I'm sure he will.
the World Cup, but
Yeah,
he
he will
most
find a
likely
way.
will,
Yeah, of course.
But he most likely will. But
Yeah,
struggling a little bit Inter, but
Rabiot owns Barella from RB Comps.
yeah, Rabiot had a good game yesterday.
No, he did, scored as well. Going over to the Rome derby, Roma-Lazio, Felipe Anderson scoring to to give Lazio all 3 points. Mourinho always on the touchline, basically almost gets sent off every game. But Lazio pull away from Roma, and whoever won that game would have gone above the other team. Rome, 3 wins in 5, and Lazio also 3 wins in 5.
Yeah, I was really surprised with this game because during the week I watched both Europa League games, and the teams they put out basically were like, okay, we'll do whatever in this and then focus on this game. And Roma in the end won 3-1, but they were losing at a point and they had to bring the subs in.
Yeah.
Lazio in the end got knocked out, and now they're in the Conference League. So for me, I thought, because Immobile and Milinkovic-Savic were out this game as well, so 2 of their best players. And again, Roma showing that they're struggling a little bit against the big teams again this season.
Yeah, absolutely. Even the manager Matic coming on for Rome in midfield. Tammy Abraham not having as good a season this year as last year.
He's really...
Is that fair to say?
Yeah, he's misfiring a lot. I don't know if it's the system that Mourinho plays now, because Zaniolo's back, and also, okay, Dybala's out now, but when Dybala was in, they played the system with a 3-4-2-1, where you've got Zaniolo and Dybala, which are kind of similar players. They're not quick, but they're technical, and the stuff that it will come from them. And then some of the misses that Abraham's had this season is bit risky, not risky, but
it's not good enough.
Not good enough, yeah. And especially with the World Cup coming, it's a bit of a surprise seeing him misfiring like this.
Yeah, well, he's got to turn it around quickly, I guess, because he's going to be needed. Let's go to Portugal. Benfica still at the top of the table, another unbeaten club in Europe this season. No losses, 34 points, won the last 4. Porto, not as good as form, but they did beat Pacos Ferreira 4-0 at the weekend with a couple of goals from Evan Nilsson, which I guess is pretty expected, especially if you are Porto, Benfica or Sporting, and they all won this weekend. Sporting Lisbon won 3-0 as well, and they'll be gutted to go out of the Champions League, but they didn't really put up much of a fight. They should have. I guess they are again a selling club, aren't they? They beat Victoria SC 3-0, another red card in that one. And then Benfica, they played against Estoril Praia, and they won 5-1 away, with João Mario scoring and Antonio Silva getting a double.
What happened with Benfica?
They are one of the best teams in
this
Europe
is why I
right
didn't
now.
want them in the draw. So this is why
I wanted Porto or Benfica, but then after reading up about them today, maybe
goals,
not.
like even against Haifa, we were top of the group,
Exactly.
you know, and we were winning against Juve, and then they needed 6 goals to be top of the group, and we were like, it's not going to happen. We know Haifa was struggling, but like, it always happens to us anyway. When it's not going to happen, it's happening. But yeah, they smashed it, and I think Benfica is a club to be careful of in the Champions League. They're really good this season.
Yeah, Liverpool played against them in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
It was last year, and they were obviously unbelievable going into the game. But we played them 1-3-1 away, and then we bought Darwin, who basically scored 4 goals at Anfield that night. 2 of them were disallowed, but he was unbelievable. And now we've got him. So imagine if we did get Benfica, him going back. Do you think he would have got booed?
I don't know. But, again, it depends the relationship he had with the fans, but obviously he left for a better club, so it's just fair. He's young, he needs to upgrade his game, so I think joining Liverpool is a smart choice from him. But no, I think no, I don't see him being booed by except if he's scoring a hat-trick maybe and celebrating
And doing this.
yeah, you know, this kind of stuff. So if he behaves like this, obviously it will make sense.
Well, listen, if Benfica get through, it could still happen. Liverpool could still play Benfica. I mean, at the minute, 8 points ahead of Porto. Benfica's to lose now. They've only conceded 6 goals this season. 34 scored. Jan Vertonghen still at the back.
They're stable,
Doing
man.
well.
Stable.
8 points.
Otamendi as well.
Otamendi as well, yeah, I was about to say.
No, they look really good last year.
A sneaky, annoying defender like Otamendi. He's like every time I see him play,
mate.
bro.
Anfield, he was
Yeah,
getting
well,
all that as well.
I'm like, I want to smash my TV. Like,
Well, you struggled against Benfica.
we did, and also partly because he was playing this sneaky way to defend, and he's clever. He's a smart defender. It's the same as with Ramos, it's the type of player like you hate
The dark arts.
You know what I mean? But when you prefer to have him in your
Your
team
team,
than playing against them, and it's the same profile, I'd say.
Yeah. It is a league that every big club is looking at to take players from the best teams. As I said earlier, unfortunately, it is a selling league. I mean, how many players have gone there, made a massive name for themselves, and just stayed there?
The
So
fifth.
if you can think of any.
Who do we have from
Hulk
Wari?
is the only one I
Yeah.
can think.
But Hulk has never even played in apart from the Portuguese league, never played in the top
No, he
4
didn't. No,
league,
no, no.
top 5 league.
Wow, guys.
Hulk, it's crazy.
Wow, we have Ronaldo, we have Luis Figo, all those guys that left
Exactly.
yeah, that loads of.
No, but I think
They
it's
sell.
I think it's one league that the player, most of the player is so younger or just older. So
yeah.
so for this reason maybe you can have a great league because it's just
What do Spanish fans think of the Portuguese league?
it's just that for the younger player or just for finish your career.
Do you respect
Like
it then?
Pepe, we always respect because we have a good relation with Portugal.
Yeah.
It's like the same. It's not the same country, but we have a
Cousins.
good relation.
Yeah.
But it's we see it like the poor country, so in the good way. But no, they are not having a good quality for too many years. Maybe one thing on top is true this year, Benfica, for example. But let me see if they can win this in the round of 16.
But it's the type of league like France, like people they go love like criticize and then they do their little shopping in Portugal and France and this kind of leagues, and but the players obviously they wanna step up their game and they need to obviously play for the best league in the world, and then they play in the Premier League or sometimes La Liga, second league. But loads of talent in the Portuguese league.
Yeah, for sure. And Benfica have got Club Bruges. So if they win that, got a
You know
good
what? I'm
chance.
looking forward to that one. Because Club Bruges is a
Very good.
they're smashing
Doing
it,
very
and
well.
in Europe they always this kind of Atalanta. You know what?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
remember
yeah.
Atalanta? How Atalanta was playing? It's the same type of club. You're like, oh, it's gonna be fine, but I don't know. Like they always really stable and they know what they're doing. So the Benfica Club Bruges game will be a very interesting game to watch, I'd say. Yeah.
yeah. Well, let's finish on the Champions League draw and talk about the favourites. Liverpool versus Real Madrid. Who goes through? We've done our preview, and you can watch that on the Clock TV in full.
Yeah, but we want to
Out
hear
of
it. We
you
want to
two.
hear it. We want to hear it.
No,
what,
listen,
what did you guys say?
Liverpool and Madrid. You know it already. Who's going through out of those two teams for you?
I'm gonna have to say Madrid.
I'd go with Liverpool. I think Liverpool, as I said earlier, when Liverpool is struggling in his own league, that's usually when they perform in the Champions League, and I think that's a great opportunity for Liverpool to compensate what they're doing in the Premier League with the Champions League, and I think it's going to happen. I think Liverpool will kick out Real Madrid. Yeah,
For once, hopefully.
yeah, I think so.
Looking forward to that for sure. RB Leipzig versus Man City. I mean, that's just... No, actually, we
No
won't
comment.
because Leipzig are playing well, but I still think
Nkunku.
City... Yeah, and Cuckoo on fire.
Yeah,
Who's smashing it?
But I still think City go through. AC Milan, Tottenham. AC Milan.
I'm happy with that draw. Out of what we could have got, I think the only worry. Okay, there's Kane, Son, plays like Kulusevski, all them. I think our worry is that Conte knows how we play and how our style is because of when he was there with Inter and Juventus, and he knows Serie A inside out, how Italian teams play, and that's where it could be an issue for us. But I think it's 4 months away. We never know what's going to happen, who's injured and who's coming back, and I think
Divock Origi come back and do a Champions League madness
I hope
for
so.
you. As he
I hope
has
so,
done.
yeah.
But I think it's a good opportunity for Milan for go to the next round.
Yeah.
Next
Because
round,
2 weeks ago, maybe you were thinking that you were out.
Yeah.
The
No, I was
Champions League.
confident. I said it. I
Yeah,
said that we
now
would get
yes,
that.
I
remember
now
you
yes.
said even if you got your
Yeah,
smash
you
by
can-
Chelsea, remember you said
You
we're gonna
needed to win just
qualified.
two games in a
yeah,
row.
yeah, that's
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't underestimate Leipzig though. In the other game against City, I think they could throw up a surprise, but
I don't
But-
think it's that. I think people look at that and look at how City's last round of 16,
Yeah.
the last 4 years, quite favourable for them. It's not that Leipzig is bad, but City could have got.
a harder team.
Harder
obviously.
team.
Are we all going with AC Milan?
Mm,
I am.
I'm
I
gonna
am
go
as
with
well. I will say
Milan.
as
Yeah.
well.
Milan,
Okay.
yeah.
Borussia Dortmund, Chelsea. Who goes through?
Brian, you
Dortmund.
thought
I said
Dortmund,
Borussia. I said
Yeah?
Borussia. Yeah, I think Chelsea is a bit weaker this season. I know they like the Harry Potter coach and everything, but mate, I'm telling you, like the team looks different. We saw it against Arsenal, but not only against Arsenal. When you look at them playing against Dinamo Zagreb, they always struggle, and then they got lucky. But I think they are 50-50, and I think Borussia is stable, and then they will go for it. And also the fans, mate, the fans.
I'll go Dortmund.
I'm going Dortmund.
I'm going Chelsea.
I will take Borussia.
Okay.
Just for the years
agree,
of
yeah.
the Chelsea.
Frankfurt, Napoli.
Napoli.
Napoli. But again, can't underestimate Frankfurt,
yeah.
especially in Europe. Club Brugge, Benfica. Tough tie.
Tough. That is tough.
Really tough, man. That could go either way, but I'm going to shade it to Benfica.
Benfica, yeah.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Inter Porto. You want Porto, obviously.
Or
Or do you want Inter?
I want Porto, but
To
I
win?
actually think Porto could do it. I think Porto could do it anyway. I think the way I've seen Inter play this season, I know they beat Barcelona, but Barcelona haven't been amazing themselves in Europe. But again, it depends on what happens in a few months' time. But I'd say Porto definitely.
Same.
Porto?
No, I will take Inter.
Inter, yeah.
Yeah, they are confident after they went to the Barcelona and the team as well. So I will take Inter.
I'll go with Inter just. PSG, Bayern Munich, the last one. Oof.
I don't have any.
I showed it to you earlier. I head-to-head
Yeah,
record.
yeah. No, it's in your favour.
Five wins for Bayern, 6 wins for PSG. Back in the days, we were scared of them
Nice,
because it
nice.
was the amazing, unbeatable
Yeah.
Bayern Munich, and obviously they have more European experience than us. But nowadays, now we managed to crack the code, kinda. We're no longer scared of them. I'm just scared of our ex-players performing against us. As I said, Choupo-Moting, Kingsley Coman, all those guys. I'm sure they will play the A game. But also Sadio Mane, 100%. It will be scary during this round of 16. But no, I think we can win. I'm going for PSG, 100%.
I think you can win because the Bayern is not
I'll
the
go with
Bayern like.
PSG.
I'm going to go PSG.
Yeah.
But I'd like
Interesting.
to see how players like Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe look after the World Cup.
Yes.
Like after
Yeah, of
what the
course.
result is,
Of
because all three of them, they're basically free favourites.
Yeah,
The
that's
nations
true.
are free
For when
favourites.
they're-
For real.
And Messi and Neymar, trust
Especially
me, they
with Neymar,
really
yeah.
want to win it. Like,
Yeah, they need it.
they will go for it.
Yeah.
If they get injured, they wouldn't mind. Like, they will
Yeah.
go for it. So
Well, there you go. There's your Champions League draw reaction. The big one in the Europa League is Barcelona take on Manchester United. The first game at the Nou Camp in the Europa League playoff. It's not even a.
No, yeah.
It's the playoff.
playoff.
I'm gonna go with Barca. I mean, obviously, I want United to be humiliated.
Of course.
Standard.
I go for Barcelona
Yeah,
because just they need it. They need,
Yeah.
and they
They
will
need
do.
something.
They will do as well.
I'm going for United. I think Ronaldo still have this
Ronaldo
this
still
thing
at the
against
Nou Camp.
Barcelona
Casemiro.
and Casemiro as well. So
Casemiro.
all those two,
No, I love.
they would love
I
to,
want
to
to-
smash Barcelona.
I want
Around
Manchester as well, but
So
to be honest, on the paper,
Barca will
how
win.
is it
No, I'm
going?
going
How is it
United.
going? The
I'm
Manchester
gonna say
It'll be a
this
United
year?
surprise,
as well.
but
I'll
yeah,
go
United.
Barca. I'll go
I
Barca.
think all these just think they all depend on what these teams do
Yeah.
in the January transfer window
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. A lot to look forward to in the new year when it comes to European football. But for another week of all around Europe, it's finished from us. Alessandro, thank you very much. Grazie
Thank you for having
mille.
us. Grazie.
Merci beaucoup
De rien, merci,
to
monsieur.
to Stu
Thank you.
and Gaudan.
Gracias.
Right, we'll see you next time. Take care.